U.S. Agency for International Development Administrator Rajiv Shah says his agency will commit nearly $38 million to help set up 4 regional leadership centers in Africa. Now, the money is being spent to ensure there is continuity in the Young African Leaders Summit taking place this week in Washington. VOA's Mariama Diallo has more.
Hundreds of young African leaders were given the opportunity to talk one-on-one with representatives of 65 companies at a private sector expo in Washington Tuesday. Fernando de Souza is the general manager of Microsoft Africa.
We learn, we share the things we do, which essentially is focusing on economic development, understanding how technology really plays a part in transparency, social reform, economic reform, education. I mean, so many different aspects.
Dr. Hilarious Abiwu is from Ghana. He says he was able to maximize the opportunity by finding the companies that best serve his interests.
I'm looking into issues of youth advocacy and policy, and probably creating leadership clubs in elementary schools and junior high schools back home. I've been able to meet a couple of companies whose specific areas are into youth development, career building, exchange programs.
For participant Noel Schroeder, this was a great chance to hear from the young leaders.
They want women to thrive in the same way that men do. And that means opportunities in media, opportunities in government, opportunities in nonprofits, in health, in education.
Ndeye Absanying is from Senegal. She said this networking session meant a lot to her.
Meeting and interacting with all those people and identifying the areas of expertise which can help us get really, let's say, fruitful collaboration in the next future between Africa and the United States.
Sekou Amadou Sissoko from Guinea says he was happy to see that Africa is in demand today.
It's a real pride to be an African today because talking with them, you realize how much they want to invest in Africa. And by supporting this program, they're investing in the future leaders and the current young leaders of Africa.
The fellows also got an opportunity to hear from USAID Administrator Rajiv Shah, whose agency will be committing $38 million to help set up 4 regional leadership centers in Africa.
If you have a startup business idea, if you have a technology you want to deploy maybe on mobile phones to help address poverty and achieve humanitarian objectives, we want to help you do that.
As the 3-day summit draws to a close, some fellows will prolong their journey with an additional 8-week internship. In Washington, Mariama Diallo, VOA News.